About family constellation, I'll say simple single word, it's magic. How it works, it's really amazing. You have to experience it to understand how it works.
Bert Hellinger introduced this technique of family constellation. Family constellation is based on the theory that there is a constant flow of love in a family, and whenever that flow is disrupted, the individuals in the family and their relationships with one another suffer. This disruption can be because of a number of reasons, such as early deaths in the family, abortions, adoptions, divorce. These events can make people take on roles they aren't ready for, which causes discomfort. During a constellation session, the individual in question attempts to restore order, which results in people living healthier and more fulfilled lives.
This therapy works on the energy principle. I plan on administering a short questionnaire that comprises of 25 statements related to stress and wellness. So the participants will be given 7 options and they need to pick the most appropriate one. The same questions would be administered in the end. So we'll know if there's any significant difference in their responses and if the therapy has any impact on it.
The anxiety that I feel is because of a very high imbalance of hormones. So the pills that I take are very frequently have to be taken. I have to take them 4 times a day. So half of the reason why I went to my gentle therapy was my anxiety, but another half was my relationship with my dad has not been really that great. It's always been only me and my mom. Every single company he's worked for, he's always gotten awards for best employee all the time. So that cup was a gift that he had gotten, and I don't know. It's been there in our house for a really long time, and whenever I look at it and the words that are written on it, it's always a reminder of like he's a hard worker and he's making the money for us, but it's also a reminder of that's why he isn't here. They claim that it can be done in one session, right? Therapy is like an infinite thing. You go till you're like, old and you still might not have solved your problems. But these people have this like guarantee with it that you come once and we are that good that we can get it rid in one time. I think I'm interested in that. I want to see how that works. And I'm at a point where if it doesn't work, then I don't know what else I'm going to go to.
If there is a kind of situation which you have experienced before the constellation, again if you are coming face to face with the same kind of situation, you will know the difference, the way in the way the people react to you without even addressing the problem anymore. And I've been astonished, like how come ye kaise ho gaya कि पिछली बार भी ये प्रॉब्लम हुई थी तो वी हैड अ ह्यूज फाइट ओवर दिस, नाउ ये प्रॉब्लम हो गई है तो it's kind of cool, okay, it's okay, the person is easy going about it, and I haven't even spoken about the problem. So how is this working?
मैं मतलब एनर्जी और इस सब चीज़ों में उतना ज़्यादा बिलीव नहीं करता, बट द थिंग हियर मतलब जो डिफरेंस मेरे को लगा कि जो नॉर्मल साइकोलॉजी जो साइकोथेरेपिस्ट होते हैं वो आपको इंडिविजुअल बेसिस पर आपके ब्रेन के अकॉर्डिंग ट्रीट करते हैं कि आपका कुछ पास्ट ट्रॉमा है या ऐसा कुछ, तो आपको इंडिविजुअली ट्रीट करते हैं. बट यहाँ पर एक ग्रुप थेरेपी का सेशन है, तो इट्स मोर अबाउट शेयरिंग योर प्रॉब्लम्स विद इन द ग्रुप एंड हाउ दे रिएक्ट टू ईच अदर्स प्रॉब्लम्स, एंड फिर वो आपस में क्या शेयर करते हैं. सो इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टू सी कि हाउ कैसे होगा अकॉम्प्लिश.
Yeah, because for me it was a miracle. How someone can go in my past and get the things done and sort it out for me. So that's how.
I think because I'm a psychologist, my perspective is a little different here. So today I just want to observe how people go through the changes and what exactly happens.
I am really not anticipated anything, if you ask me frankly. But I had a very good experience, which has been told by one of my friends who had been to this session, and he had really good insight about it.
A group of people sit in a circle. The space inside the circle is said to be an energy field that holds memories and experiences of the participants. The session focuses on one individual at a time until it works through everyone. This individual is asked to briefly explain their problem to the group, then chooses representatives for their family who are brought into this field. The facilitator facilitates communication between the representatives and participant, leading to a resolution.
You are extremely angry with your father.
Yes.
You just don't know.
You just don't want to connect with your son.
Because he's his mother's son.
Do you want to move or you are comfortable there? Both of them does not reciprocate at all. So your initiative. Between us, whatever is happening between us, you are not part of it. You are not. I want you to. Now you talk to your wife. Tell her whatever is between us. Whatever is between us. It's our responsibility.
It's our responsibility.
Let's not bring us.
There was some unknown energy actually, which made me speak whichever character I was carrying. I don't know how it happened, but the feeling was like, oh, fine, this is what my feeling is at this point in time.
The other thing that I noticed particularly was disconnection after the constellation, like how you think about a particular character or how that particular character has affected you. And it is really important, I feel, that because once I was released from my role, that is when myself came in, and that is when I started perceiving what had exactly happened. So it did take a few minutes for me to get out of it, because there was this character and then there was my perception.
And I felt as if they are my real mom, dad, and siblings. It was nice. I'm feeling very lighter.
I don't know how that happened. I think it was just the collective energy of everyone wanting to solve each other's problems was what made me get into that character. Very easy. A lot more than I hoped for. So my previous therapy, they made me directly go to my parents, which I wasn't ready for. But doing it like this and playing it out with strangers and having such a deep connect with people that I've never even met before, now I feel like I can finally go to my parents and I can get stuff sorted out. Because my grandmother died so early and I never got to see her, I used to never try to even think of the fact how it must have affected my dad. But now doing it in this like sort of indirect way, I was able to, face it, and now I can understand my dad's perspective a lot better. I feel like I'm in a position now where I can even quit the medication I'm on.
So that is one realm which we hardly deal with. We deal with people who are around us, and the ancestors, we are like, we take them for granted. Okay, she was my grandmother, he was my grandfather, but what really happened in their life keeps on affecting us, because it has affected the relationships we are around with, like the people who are there around and the people who have passed away. Even they had their own relationship issues, and those have been, somewhere embedded in the behavior of the people around us.
So here are the results post session. It can be noticed that there's a significant change with regard to levels of stress and wellness. So there's a reduction in levels of stress and there's an increase in wellness in all the participants. I was very curious about this energy principle and all these vibrations and how they work. So when I was a part of the session myself and when I was a representative, I was very drawn towards certain people and I was not so drawn towards certain people, and that was definitely a shift in energy that I felt. So this is true based on personal experience. Initially, I was told by a lot of people that this could be put under the category of pseudoscience, but I had convinced myself that I would take part and observe myself and then conclude. So right now I feel the session is definitely effective now that I've been a part of it too.
Each constellation is different. No two constellation can be same because every person is different, their family situations are different, and everybody's perception is different. See, most of the time when I do a workshop like this, almost 90% people are experiencing it for the first time. Okay, rarely somebody come again and again for the constellation. But when people can't feel the energy, it's not that they can't feel the energy, they are not sure what they are feeling, they don't know how to express it. But always everyone feels the energy. It's you are not open to say, or people hesitate to express what they are feeling. That's the only thing. But everybody feels the energy.